YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet, Madden 17, Pittsburgh Steelers franchise, and this is Steeler Nation. This is episode 14, and this is the fifth part of our series here of scouting that I've been taking a look at here for you guys. Now, this is scouting that we've done throughout the whole season so far, and up to, we're just about a week away or two from finishing up here. And these are some of the guys that we're looking at on the defensive side of the ball. Now, we are looking at, I've been drafting guys on both sides of the ball, but most heavily here on the defensive side, as we need some safeties, corners, and of course offensive linemen there. Now, we've taken a look at some linebackers also here on the series, in this series of videos, and you guys can check those out. Actually, I'll leave the links down below here where you guys can look at each of the episodes there. But take a look here at Tavares Reason from Alabama. He is 22 or 23 years of age, 222 pounds, 6 foot. He's a zone type of player. Great hit power, great tackle. Pursuit a little lacking there, as he has a kind of an average pursuit there. I guess which is fine because safeties, we want them to worry about more about getting those good hits on players, reading the quarterback and kind of reading with, from that secondary perspective there. The safeties are, the last defense there you have on your field. So those are guys that, we want to see good hits from. Trey Sneed, there you see Western Kentucky, balanced player, 204 pounds, 6'2", 22 years of age. We're also looking for some height there that can go up there and pick the ball out of the air. Mid-third round guy. They projected him out of the fourth rounder, the early fourth round. C+ for the hit power, so good but not excellent there. Pursuit needs a little work there, kind of a middle ground there, along with his zone coverage. So, guy that he has a good combine report, but a guy that will need some help there. Of course, you don't get to see what his tackling is or anything like that. So I'm assuming his tackling is probably good. But yeah, just the hit power there, or the pursuit especially there with his own coverage there, we need a little work there. So that'd definitely be a guy that would be a project player for us. That would be on the practice squad there. Kind of getting himself ready here for potentially maybe the following season. Miles Cole, there you see from California, 23 years of age, 6'4" there. So we got the height there, 215 pounds, great hit power, B there. Pursuit is C+. So that looks like it's pretty well there. But the zone coverage there is C there. Great combine numbers, 7.5. Great height and decent weight there. But just the age, I think I've talked about this in pretty much on every single video, and I think a lot of YouTubers that do this type of video tell you, guys are in their mid-20s there. Those are kind of guys that they're kind of they've been there all 4 years, so they got the experience of playing football and being on the field, but they're not your players that you can that you're going to get a lot of. They'll progress very well. They'll start declining some. So this guy he would definitely be on the field. I think he'd be on the field towards the end of the season. But yeah, guy we may have to wait a while to deal with. David Evans there, another free safety there from the small school of Drake, actually not far from here. I just about a couple of hours, about 2-3 hours from me, where I'm at right now. Playmaker there. It looks like 195 pounds, 5'10" there, 21 years of age. So a young guy who looks like he could really step off the field there, be playing there, and maybe after week 4 of the season. Great hit power, pursuit is high. His zone coverage is high. So, and then take a look at his 40-yard dash and all the other things in his combine. 7.1 overall in his combine numbers there. So yeah, he is definitely a guy that late fourth rounder. So he's pretty. They project him in the late fourth round there. So he's projected pretty well there, and it looks pretty like a guy that we could just really utilize there. Bryson Seymour, he saw a strong safety there. B for his hit power, tackle is B minus, and his pursuit B minus. From the great state of Georgia. 21 years of age, so a young player there who has a lot of some experience there, not a lot. It's a 22 years, or excuse me, 220, 5'11" there, zone type player, late first round there. So a guy that's who it looks like could have a very bright future in the NFL here. Just with some fine tuning and some polishing here. Would definitely become I would say he probably would be a household name with any team there. So yeah, if he's on the board here, he is definitely going to be a guy, for free agents, or for a strong safety here for us, that we would love to have a part of our team. Derek Willie, another strong safety here, projected mid-second round. That's what his talent is. So we're looking. There you see his numbers, his combine numbers there is 7.3. B for both pursuit and hit power. Catching is a C. So kind of average when it comes to catching. So if the ball is near his hand, he's got a 50-50 chance of catching it. So I guess that's good for picks wise. But hit power, I mean, it looks like he can put a good hit on a player going up for a catch, or or just punishing a guy by tackling him there. Pursuit looks really good. I like that, especially being the last line of defense for the defense there. He could definitely get down the field and track the guy down, whoever has the ball at that time. So definitely a guy that we definitely on my radar here for a guy that we can sign. I think with all the defensive players that we've looked at, I kind of narrowed it down where I think it may be a corner or a safety that we will go after. So those these corner safeties that we've been showing here in the last couple of episodes here, especially in the previous episode there in episode 13 of Stereo Nation, looked at corners. That's the guy guys who we could definitely will probably be our first overall pick there in the draft. Riley Wooden there, a guy kind of a middle road player. They projected him a mid-second rounder, but he got early fifth round talent. So a guy that we probably would steer away from, but look at his numbers there when it comes to his combine numbers there. Pretty kind of middle of the road. Guy that we probably won't necessarily go after. But Avery Gregg, there you see fifth round talent, and a decent fifth round talent. They say early fifth round, so they have him projected pretty well here. You see his hit power B+, tackle C+, and of course his zone coverage there, also a C+. So 6'4", 22 years of age, from Clemson, excuse me. Balanced player and 201 pounds there. I mean, he seems like he is a player that you probably get a good, decent price with the talent he can bring to the table here. You wouldn't feel cheated or robbed of what he can do there. He's as shown as advertised. So definitely a guy. Definitely he's on my list of players that I wouldn't mind going after if he is still on the board there. Let's see, Bennett or Ben. I can't really say his first name. Jovant. He's from Virginia. Balanced player, 6 foot, 23 years of age, 195 pounds. C pluses across the board there. So he's kind of I would say, probably 78, 79 player overall. I would maybe even, if get lucky at 80. Definitely, that would be a player that overall wise I would love to go have on the team. And I think with being 23 years of age, a little risk. I mean, in some cases it could be a risk because you wouldn't get too much of his progression. In benefit of kind of growing him as a player, because he's pretty much this is the best he's gonna get. There's not much of a big future for him in there, so it'd be kind of a risk there. You can use him for now, or be able to utilize him now, and then probably about after a season or two, or after this, probably the second season, you would have to replace him with someone else. And of course, we're looking for guys that are a little long term for us. There you see Andrew, strong safety from Texas A&M, zone player, 206 pounds, 6 foot, 23 years of age. Again, that's one of those players that you just don't know which way they're going to go. You don't know if they're going to continue progressing upward, or they're just going to progress up some and then just kind of just level off as the years go on. So we'll, again, fourth round, late fourth round, I project him in the late fifth round. So a bit of an increase there. I feel more comfortable with him, fourth round kind of guy. He was a former fifth round, but now they see his talent, and now they believe he could be move up in the board. So yeah, definitely a guy that I would like to go after. Roosevelt Tanner, sixth round guy, early sixth round. His talent they say he has projected in the early sixth round. So he's he's pretty scouted pretty accurately there. And we'll see how that goes, but hit power there, B plus, pursuit and zone coverage there, both C. So 7.1 is his combine report there. Nothing really shocking about that. Put out with good hit power there. He looks like he can put a good hit on a guy. He would definitely be a guy that I wouldn't necessarily try to get him to try to go after a ball or anything like that, but he would definitely be a guy that I would love to square up on a player and just kind of just see if I can truck the next guy, truck him out of the out of his shoes there and get him to drop the ball there. It looked like he, I think guys in the B, anything like B plus there, and or if he's a B plus, especially he's close to being an A minus, he could he could really hurt a guy on the field by hitting him as hard as he possibly can. So that's good for getting those turnovers there. But yeah, those are our free safeties. So, or I should say our free safeties and strong safeties there. You guys can go back and take a look at those. Give me some ideas who you guys think I should go after in the draft there. But that is so far those. I mean, those are not the only guys that we have in the draft board there. There are many others, but I just want to go after the ones that I thought that were excellent and that I felt comfortable, looking at and scouting wise and stuff like that. But I want to know from you guys down below of the ones you've seen so far here in this video, or the ones you've seen so far in all the videos. Let me know who you guys think we should go after the draft as well. We're just weeks away there. It looks like we're just 2 weeks away from the NFL draft there. We'll have the next video, I believe, will be another, I think, showing more free agency. We'll show you guys that. And then we'll wrap up with showing free agency, and then maybe a little more scouting. I might show a little bit more scouting that because I haven't done this week scouting yet, stage 3 of the off season. But we'll look at that possibly in the next video, and then just see what other teams made some moves when it comes to hiring coaches or whatever like that. So we'll show you some more free agency, and then the next episode you guys will see will be the first round of the NFL draft, see who we drafted, and then a quick highlight video of the draft of who we've traded with or we switched spots with, or whatever the case may be in the draft, and also who we drafted during that draft. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Steeler Nation here on ESGNet. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. The links are down below in the description. And as always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.